Hello everyone, this is me, Sir Alexis, and welcome to Grade 8 Math class. Today's lesson is about factoring different types of polynomials. To begin with, let me ask you, are you ready? Okay, fantastic. Let us complete the sentence. Number 1, GCF stands for? Very good. Greatest common factor. Number 2, GCMF stands for greatest common monomial factor. Number 3. How do we multiply 3 times the quantity x plus 4? Ano kaya yung specific na process on how we can multiply 3 times the quantity x plus 4? Very good. Ang ginagamit natin dito is distributive property. Yung 3, i-multiply natin sa x. Yung 3, i-multiply natin sa 4. Number 4. What is the GCMF of 5x squared plus 10x? Very good. The answer is 5x. To continue with, let us try to find the product of the following. Number 1. What is 4 times 4? 4 times 4 is 16. Number 2. 6 times 6. Very good. That is 36. Number 3, we have 12 times 12. 144. Number 4, what is 7 times 7? Very good. That is 49. Ngayon, yung mga naging sagot natin dito, 16, 36, 144, and 49, ito ay tinatawag na perfect squares. Bakit? Because their factors are to the same numbers. Hindi lang 16, 36, 144, and 49 ang mga perfect squares dahil meron pang ibang number as long as their factors are to the same numbers. Is 25 a perfect square? Yes, because the factors of 25, we have 5 times 5. At pwede rin nating isulat ito as 5 squared is equal to its expanded form 5 times 5. So therefore, 25 is a perfect square. Which of the following is not a perfect square? A. 49, B. 36, C. 9, or D. 8? Alin kaya? Very good. The answer here is letter D, 8. Kasi ang 49 perfect square yan because factors of 49 we have 7 times 7. Sa letter B naman, that is 36. Ang factors ng 36, we have 6 times 6. Letter C, we have 9. Ang factors niyan, we have 3 times 3. Well, yung number 8, it has factors, but the factors of 8 ay walang magkaparehong dalawang number. Meron tayong 4 times 2. Okay, meron din naman tayong 8 times 1, pero walang dalawang number na pag pinag-multiply na dapat ay magkaparehas, ang sagot ay 8. So therefore, 8 is not a perfect square. Another question. Which of the following is not a perfect square? A. X squared, B. X cubed, C. X raised to 4, or D. X raised to 5? Alin kaya? Okay, so letter B. Ang letter B is not a perfect square kasi wala tayong factors ng x cubed na dalawang factors na magkaparehas. Okay? Bukod pala sa letter B, meron pa raw isang sagot dito. Alin pa kaya ang natitirang hindi perfect square? Is it A, x squared, letter C, x raised to 4, or letter D, x raised to 5? Very good. Letter D is also not a perfect square. Okay, so therefore, ang perfect square dito, ang yung letter A, kasi ang factors niya, dalawang x. Yung letter C naman na x raised to 4, ang factors niya, we have x squared times x squared. Parehong x squared yon, kaya masasabi natin na ang x raised to 4 ay perfect square. So yung letter B at letter D ang ating answer kasi sa tanong which is not a perfect square. Okay? So sana malinaw to sa atin. Now, this is another question. Which of the following is a perfect square? Okay, so dapat marunong tayong umintindi ng question kasi kanina dun sa previous question, ang tanong is which of the following is not a perfect square. So ngayon naman, which of the following is a perfect square? Letter A, we have 9x squared. Letter B, 25x cubed. Letter C, 8x raised to 4. And letter D, 36x raised to 5. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating given is a combination of numerical coefficient and literal coefficient. Now, alin kaya dito ang perfect square? Very good. The answer here is letter A, 9x squared. Hindi lang tayo basta kukuha dapat ng perfect square sa numerical coefficient. Dapat, among the variables, dapat yun ay perfect square din. Yung letter B, tignan natin yung letter B. Ang letter B is 25x cubed. Yung 25, oo, perfect square yan. Pero yung x cubed, hindi. Sa letter C naman, yung number 8 is not a perfect square, so automatically, letter C is not the correct answer. Letter D, 36x raised to 5. Yung 36, oo, perfect square. Pero yung x raised to 5 ay hindi. Ito lang letter A ang nag-satisfy sa ating question. So the only answer here is letter A, 9x squared. Now, which of the following is a difference of two squares? Yung two squares na binabanggit dito, two perfect squares. A, x squared minus 6. B, x squared minus 8. C, x squared plus 9. Or D, x squared minus 9. Ang tanong ay difference of two squares. So automatically, letter C is not the answer because in between the terms, it is plus. So hindi kagad sagot si letter C. So we will just look for the answer among letter A, B, or D. So what do you think? Very good. That is letter D. Because the first term here is x squared, and then it has a different sign. The sign is minus sign, and then we have 9, and 9 is also a perfect square. That is why letter D is the answer. Yung letter A kasi, tignan natin. Perfect square si x squared. Pero yung 6, hindi. Sa letter B naman, perfect square si x squared. Pero yung 8 ay hindi perfect square. Sa letter C, perfect square si x squared at perfect square si 9. Pero yung operation in between them is a positive sign or a plus sign. But we are looking for difference of two squares. So the final answer here is letter D. Okay. Ginawa natin yun kanina or sinagutan natin yung mga questions na yon because it has something to do with this factoring technique. So this is another factoring technique under our lesson. So we have factoring the difference of two squares. Factoring a polynomial involves writing it as a product of two or more polynomials. It reverses the process of polynomial multiplication. Every polynomial that is a difference of squares can be factored by applying the following formula. A squared minus B squared is equal to the quantity A plus B times the quantity A minus B. Familiar tayo dito, no? Kasi naging lesson na natin to under special products, but it is the reverse form of our lesson. Nung nakaraan kasi sa special products, ang given natin doon is yung the quantity A plus B times the quantity A minus B. Pero dito, yun yung nagiging sagot. So, let's explore more about this factoring. Okay, ito yung sinabi ko. We are multiplying the quantity A plus B times the quantity A minus B equals A squared minus B squared. Itong given natin, ang tawag natin dyan sa special products ay product of sum and difference of two terms. Because the two binomials or the terms in the two binomials of the given are really the same with one another, but the only difference is the sign between them. Isang positive, isang negative. Now, dito sa ating given na to, ito yung factors kasi ito yung minomultiply natin. Unlike A squared minus B squared. Ang tawag dito, when multiplying the product of sum and difference of two terms, ang tawag sa nagiging sagot ay difference of two squares. Yung two squares na sinasabi dito, dalawang perfect squares. Perfect squares si first term, perfect squares si second term. At ang sign in between them is a minus sign because of the word difference. Okay? Now, kung meron tayong factors, meron tayong product. Ito yung ginamit nating pattern sa special product na lesson natin noong nakaraan. But today, we will reverse the process. Yung product natin ang magiging given. At ang ating given last time, yung factors, yun yung mahahanapin natin. Yun ang magiging final answer natin. So we are reversing the process. So paano natin magagawa yun kapag ka naging baliktad na? So we are going to follow some steps on how we can find the answer or on how we can get the factors. At ito na nga yung mga steps na yon. Steps in factoring the difference of two squares. Number 1, take the square roots of the two terms. Number 2, write the product of the sum and difference of the square roots. Para mas malaman natin kung paano ginagawa tong dalawang steps na to, let us have examples. Example number 1. X squared minus 9y squared. We will follow the two steps on how we can find the factors of this given polynomial. Okay, step number 1. Take the square roots of the two terms. Okay, so dapat alam natin na yung given ay difference of two squares para magamit natin yung steps. Kasi kung hindi siya difference of two squares, we will not be able to use these steps. Okay, alamin natin. Ang x squared ba perfect square? Yes, because it comes from x times x, dalawang magkaparehong x. How about 9y squared? Ang 9y squared ba perfect square? Of course, kasi yung 9 nanggaling sa dalawang 3. 3 times 3, ang sagot ay 9. Ang y squared ay nanggaling sa y times y. So therefore, itong given natin is difference of two squares. Kung difference of two squares to, sundin na natin ang step number 1. Take the square roots of the two terms. Ang first term ay x squared. Kukunin natin ang square root niyan. The square root of x squared ay x. Okay, x ang sagot natin. Bakit? Because x times x is x squared. Kukunin lang natin yung isa sa mga factors nun. Okay? So that is why kapag kinuha natin ang square root ng x squared, matitira na lang is x. Ito namang 9y squared. Kukunin din natin ang square root ng 9y squared. Okay, dapat alam natin ang square root ng 9. ang pinanggalingan ng square root ng 9 ay dalawang magkaparehong factors. Ano yon? Okay, 3 times 3, correct. Isa lang yung kukunin natin doon. Okay, so the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of y squared is y. Kasi y times y ay y squared. So therefore, the square root of 9y squared is 3y. Nakuha nyo? Okay, very good. Now, ang gagawin natin after makuha yung first step is we will follow step number 2. Write the product of the sum and difference of the square roots. Huwag natin bibitawan yung sagot natin sa number 1, yung x at saka 3y. Dahil dyan manggagaling yung final answer natin. Okay, ang sabi dito gagawan natin siya ng sum and difference of the square roots. Ibig sabihin yan, pagsasamahin natin yung dalawang terms na yan, yung x at saka 3y, in two parentheses, yung isa is positive, yung isa is negative in between the terms. Kasi nakalagay dyan, product of the sum and difference of the square roots. So yan, sulat natin muna yung the quantity x, 3y, times the quantity x, 3y. Yung isa ay minus sign, yung isa is plus sign. Well, anyway, kahit mauna yung plus sign dito or nasa dulo yung minus sign, they are still correct because one of them is sum and one of them is a difference. Okay, so this is now our final answer. The quantity x minus 3y times the quantity x plus 3y. So that is on how to get the factors of the difference of two squares. Nabaliktad yung process natin under special products na lesson natin nung nakaraan. Okay, para mas lubusan nating maunawaan ito, let's take second example. Number 2, x squared minus 25. First step is take the square roots of the two terms. Ang unang term is x squared. Ang square root ng x squared ay x. Okay, that's correct. Kasi x times x is x squared. How about 25? What is the square root of 25? That is correct. It is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. The square root of 25 is 5. Hindi natin bibitawan yung sagot natin sa number 1 because we will use x and 5 in the final answer. Step number 2. Write the product of the sum and difference of the square roots. Yung naging sagot natin sa number 1, pagsasamahin natin, inside two parentheses, we have the quantity x 5 times the quantity x 5. Since nakalagay dito is product of the sum and difference, yung isa is minus 5, yung isa naman is plus 5. Kahit magkabaliktad, okay lang. So therefore, the final answer for this number 2 is the quantity x minus 5 times the quantity x plus 5. Madali lang, no? So let's now proceed to example number 3. 16a squared minus 9b squared. Yung given natin, kung mapapansin nyo, pahirap ng pahirap. Dito, it is difference of two squares pa rin, pero it has a numerical coefficient this time, plus the literal coefficient. Now, step number 1 here is take the square roots of the two terms. Kukunin natin ang square root ng 16a squared. Ano nga bang square root ng 16? Very good. That is 4. Ano naman ang square root ng a squared? A. That is correct. So, the square root of 16a squared is 4a. Now, how about 9b squared? We will get the square root of 9b squared. Anong square root ng 9? Very good. That is 3. How about what is the square root of b squared? Very good. B. So that is why the answer here is 3b. Hindi natin bibitawan yung sagot natin na 4a at 3b because our final answer will come from this. We have write the product of the sum and difference of two of the square roots. So ililista lang natin siya as the quantity 4a. Diretso na natin. 4a plus 3b times the quantity 4a minus 3b. One of them is sum of two terms, the other one is difference of two terms. Therefore, the final answer is the quantity 4a plus 3b times the quantity 4a minus 3b. Number 4, we have 100x raised to 4, y raised to 6 minus 121, z raised to 8. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung given natin has numerical coefficient and literal coefficient, and it composed of multiple variables. Okay, so if you know the steps on how to find the factors, there is no problem kahit na maraming variables, mataas yung given, walang problema. So let's answer or let's do step number 1. Take the square roots of the two terms. Una, kunin natin ang square root ng first term. What is the square root of 100x raised to 4, y raised to 6? Ang square root ng 100 ay 10. Ang square root ng x raised to 4 ay x squared. Kasi x squared times x squared, the answer is x raised to 4. So, babalik na rin lang natin the square root of x raised to 4, that is x squared. Now, y raised to 6. The square root of y raised to 6 is y cubed. Okay, so may simpleng paraan para makuha natin ang square root ng literal coefficient, yung variable na may exponent. Make sure that the exponent is even number. If the exponent is even number, you can just simply divide the exponent into 2 to get its square root. Okay, so that is why ang square root ng 100x raised to 4y raised to 6 ay 10x squared y cubed. Ito namang second term. What is the square root of 121 z raised to 8? Okay, ang square root ng 121 is 11. Ang square root ng z raised to 8, pwede mong i-divide lang by 2 yung ating exponent. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So, the answer is 11z raised to 4. Okay, so wag natin bibitawan tong dalawang sagot na to because we will use that in our final answer. We will write the product of the sum and difference of the square roots. Now, our answer will come from them. So we have 10x squared y cubed plus 11z raised to 4 times the quantity 10x squared y cubed minus 11z raised to 4. And that is our final answer. Okay, di ba kahit mahirap yung given, kayang-kaya lang nating sagutan. Basta alam natin yung process, walang problema. Okay, this time kayo naman. Find the factors of 144a raised to 6 y squared minus z raised to 12. Kahit anong laki o hirap ng given, basta alam mo yung process, isa-isahin mo lang, makukuha mo yung sagot. Don't forget to write your name and section as well as your answer in number 5 sa ating comment section, okay? And that would be all for today. I hope you learned something on how to factor the difference of two squares. Okay, let us see each other again on my next video. Goodbye!